Should I focus on growing my engagement or following on Instagram? Big question, right? Knowing which one to invest your time and energy and why is vital for your business success. In this video, we'll address this question by looking at accounts both under 10,000 followers and those above 10,000 followers. So sit tight, help is coming. Hey guys, Paola here of PaolaPonceNails.com, your source for Japanese gel nail education and solopreneurship in the nail industry. And it's been a while since we talked about growing your business. And before we dive into today's big question, if you're new to this channel and want to learn business strategies to make more money and book more clients in the nail industry, all while working smarter and not harder, then definitely consider subscribing. So, engagement or following. Instagram continues to be the #1 place to quickly and instantly find new inspiration and form a portfolio for whatever your niche is. Photography, beauty, nails, etc. If you're there for inspiration, you are a consumer. If you're there to showcase your work, then you are a producer. Or in Instagram school terms, a digital creator. Consumers are there to take inspiration, take merchandise, or take some other valuable from the platform. A consumer most likely does not care about engagement or amount of followers. Good for them. Although you yourself consume on the platform, you're there for inspiration or other. If you're listening to my voice, you're probably a producer with some sort of business intent to Instagram. Now, for us producers, we are there to produce that valuable for free or not for free for the consumer. And we most definitely care about engagement and followers. You definitely don't want to be talking to yourself or selling your product in an empty room, which is why you continue to create all of this free valuable content for the consumers. Whether you're selling a booking, a class, or a product. So, do you classify as a consumer or a producer on Instagram? Let me know in the comments section. So now I'm going to answer the big question. Should I focus on growing my engagement or growing my following on Instagram? And to fully answer this question, I'm going to segment the two groups of people most likely asking themselves this question. Those under 10K and those over 10K. Why 10K? I mean, is it just because it sounds cool? No, 10K is a big milestone on Instagram. Not only does the abbreviated 10,000 count look cool, but once you hit 10K on IG, you are granted the swipe up feature on stories. This is a huge factor because now your purpose as a producer may more rapidly be fulfilled with this call to action feature. Remember when I said earlier that as a producer, you are producing free value and inspiration in hopes to gain your audience's business or at the very minimum, their attention. But we want this process also to be super streamlined for them. The swipe up feature is one way to create that streamlined process. Through stories, you can actually call your audience to action and send them to the website where you are booking, teaching, or selling your products. And that by simply swiping up. You can say things like swipe up to book a nail appointment, swipe up to book a class, swipe up to buy this tool or that tool, just like that. And because stories, unlike your feed, is in chronological order, you can constantly be in your audience's face to remind them to perform whatever call to action it is you want them to take by posting throughout the day. So that is why 10K is a good benchmark, and therefore why an account with under 10K should focus on growing their followers primarily. But how exactly do you do that? Easier said than done. I'm going to keep it really real with you. If you want to grow your following exponentially, yeah, you can comment, like, subscribe, share, and all of that. But there's practically only two ways to get those big results. Ads and collaborations. These two need to be diligently and strategically planned and implemented. They take time, effort, and money. Does that mean that you won't be growing your following count? Not necessarily. You just won't be doing it at lightning speed. But if you want it all to gain any form of significant traction, you better be dropping juicy, shareable content about 3 times per week. Now, my account currently has a little over 15,000 followers and it's been there for a while, and I'm okay with that for now because these two ways, ads and collaborations, to fuel your following require those resources I mentioned: time, effort, and money. And that's not currently where my business budget and strategy is focused on. So what do I do instead? Time to look at that group above 10,000 followers. Because skyrocketing your follower growth is way harder now than when Instagram became a thing in 2013. I focus on what I already have and not covet what I don't have. I have 15,000 followers on Instagram. That's a whole lot of people. But unfortunately, because of Instagram's algorithm, having 15,000 followers translates to having the unlikely potential, the unlikely possibility to speak to all 15,000 of them. Truth is, Instagram will only show my content, your content, to about 10% of our audiences each time we create a post. So in my case, my posts only are shown to about 1,500 people each time that a new post goes on my feed. But what Instagram does allow me to do with my own audience is to try and gain more than that 10% audience viewership, more than just 10% of my audience seeing my content. And they allow me to do so via engagement. Well, the more like, comments, and shares my posts get, the more my followers the IG algorithm will show my content to, allowing me to grow that reach from 10% to 20% and then 30% perhaps. And this is the same for you. It is the same for all. And it's not necessarily that your content sucks. It can, but it is primarily also that your audience, big or small, rarely sees your content. And a small tip to try and grow that amount of audience viewership is to start posting only your best work, okay? So if you are not already posting your best work, do start to. So there you have it. Should you focus on growing engagement or following on Instagram? If you're under 10K, focus on followers, grow via ads to your business, collaborate, or constantly create juicy, shareable content. If you're above 10K, nurture your audience and focus on engagement. Work with the numbers currently there. Ask polls in the stories, interact with comments in your posts, like and comment on their posts, direct message, etc., and continue creating that juicy, irresistible to share type of content. In an upcoming video, I will be getting into the nitty-gritty of how exactly to create engaging content that grows both your following and engagement. So hit that bell icon below to be notified. What other videos do you want to see regarding Instagram? Sharing is caring. Pass this video along. I'll see you in the next one.